Good morning. This is our Introduction to Doorways 1. This is spring, and we're going to be learning a ribbon flower. This is a 4mm river silk ribbon, and I am using a number 24 needle, but you can probably use a 22, but I would not go any thicker. And what we're trying to do is pierce your needle every 1/4 of an inch and supporting the ribbon with your left forefinger. And every 1/4 of an inch, you're just going to pierce the silk. And the purpose is to gather the ribbon so that you'll bunch it. And when you get close to the canvas, you are going to go into the hole next to where you came out of and slowly pull the ribbon through. But don't pull all the way through, otherwise you'll lose your flower. So I then use my laying tool to try and manipulate these little folds to make your flower look pretty. After I do that, I have to make sure that the flower doesn't move. And so what I do after, I come up again alongside the flower and I make a quick French knot, which is by taking my needle alongside the thread on the left, and I wrap it once. I take the ribbon, wrap it once again, and then I go through the ribbon flower, bring the knot down, and push your needle all the way through. Hold this ribbon and just wiggle it through and pull your knot all the way through. And voila, your ribbon flower. So when your flower comes out a little bit funky, don't worry about it because you'll be making another one right next to it. So I come up again next to the flower, and I might make this one a little bit smaller. So maybe it might be 3.5 inches, a little bit. Let's set your needle here. And once again, about 1/4 of an inch apart, I pierce the ribbon, helping to guide it. Oops. It's not as easy as it looks, but you just keep pushing it through. Till you get down to the canvas and just put the needle next to the flower. And once again, just slowly let the ribbon go through. Again, don't pull it all the way through or you'll lose the flower. And you can almost lift the flower up a little bit and move it. See? If you don't like it that close. And so now what I'll do is come up again on the side. And I don't like it that close, so I am going to move it a little bit. And get my French knot in there. And the French knot will allow me to move this flower and set it where I want it to be. So again, on the left side of the ribbon, make a loop, and then on top of the flower, let's move it over, push it down. There we go. This time I'm going to fix the petals afterwards because I had to move this because it didn't look good. And there we go. That looks a little better. What's nice about the ribbon is that you can really manipulate the petals to make it look nice. And there you have it. So after I'm finished making the ribbon flowers, I like to put a size 15 seed bead in the center of the lovely ribbon flowers. It, number one, centers the flower for you because honestly, you can't really tell where the center is after. And number two, it gives it a little sparkle. So that's what I like to do to finish the ribbon flower. The next thing I'm going to show you is the Japanese ribbon stitch. This is a very easy stitch to learn, but it may throw you a little bit, which is why we are doing a video. So you come up with your needle, again, anywhere need be, and you bring your ribbon straight up and decide how large you'd like to make your flower. Let's make a medium size flower. These flowers are going to be visible in the planter at the bottom of the doorway. So these are medium sized flowers, and what I like to do is probably start right here. And you need to use a laying tool because you have to make the little lip of the flower and pull somewhat taut with your laying tool. What I like to do to keep this little lip taut, but also that also keeps it locked into place when you start your next flower. So I come up once again, and actually I'm going to come down a little lower, and this will set my next stitch, but it will also set this flower that you've done previously. So I'm now going to start my next ribbon flower. And you're going to then come up with your laying tool and pierce the ribbon again, probably a little lower. You don't want to start off with everything looking horizontal and the same. And once again, you pierce the ribbon. Go slow because you will get knots if you go quickly. Keep your laying tool again at the top to make that little piece for your flower. and make it a little bigger than the one before so you don't look uniform. Now I'm going to go on this other side and do another flower. Maybe I'll go a little bit on top of the other one. Once again, don't pull your laying tool out of the other flower until you've set that other one. Oops, I made a boo-boo. Well, I need to take that out. And put your needle back on your ribbon. See, even I make mistakes. And so you go up here. Be careful not to pull too tight because I already took my laying tool out. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm putting my laying tool right there. See how I overlap the other two flowers? That's okay. It makes it look nice. See? There you go. See how nice those look? Those are Japanese ribbon flowers.